Hey guys, it's Mercedes, and today I'm talking about a trio of eyeshadows. It's a miniature palette, the Pocket Pro by Lorac. These were my first ever Lorac shadows, and I really cannot talk less about them. They're so fabulous. I'm actually wearing them on my eyes today. What I did was I took this nude and put it all over my eye. The pewter was my transition shade in between, and then espresso went on the outside, and then I just smoothed it out and blended it into the transition just a little bit. It's really just a great set. They just picked three perfect colors that go together. Nude is a frosty pink. It's not like, it can be your lid and your highlight. It's just so, and you can see it's got a lot of shimmer in it. I think that's my only complaint, is that the two shades are so shimmery, and then you got one shade that is like matte, 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 matte. And that's so beautiful. I do love the combination, but I can't wear like just this nude and espresso. That looks a little weird. I definitely need the in-between shade. This is nice for going anywhere. You could do like a deep look with the espresso and pewter, just those two, and have like a really nice deep look for going out on a night out, like a smoky eye. But then you could use the nude and the pewter, I guess, if you wanted a really sparkly day eye, I guess, like kind of like this, but a little lighter. I'll go ahead and do pewter. Pewter is like a brown with a little bit of, like, I feel like there's a little purple in it, and a little bit of gray almost. When I think pewter, I think like silver pewter, and so I thought it was going to be gray, but it turned out to be like this really pretty, like, deep taupe, I think is what I would use. It does have a flash of it, kind of almost a little copper, as a bronzy flash to it. And then of course espresso, like I said, is a completely matte, deep, like brown. These do blend very well. Even the matte shade, which is always shocking. Matte shades are always a killer to blend, but this one blends totally fine. I wish I had my blender. There's my brush. Let's do a little blending example here. And see, I just blended that out. Look how pretty that is. Like, I just blended out the edge there, and it's kind of blown out. It's so, like, it works, and I love that about this shade. And it definitely blends right into that pewter, and you can blend that. Just blend the three together. You see, it just works. It's so pretty. It doesn't get too muddy, and it's a really lovely trio. Lorac did a good job. Now this was $15. Yes, for 3 shadows, it's $5 an eyeshadow. That's a lot. These are decent sized eyeshadows, so I think they're like nearly the same size as my Divergent shadows. Almost. No, exactly. Okay, so here are my Divergent shadows. These are the Lorac shadows. You can see, they look, like, the packaging was like, oh my gosh, the same. And you can see there, the packaging is so pretty. The shadows do get off a little bit, like, onto the packaging, but that's a quick cleanup with your fingers. There's a little baby mirror in there. Not really great. I don't really use this to do my eyeshadow a lot. These don't necessarily need a primer. I don't know how they do with creasing without the primer, but I didn't think they needed the primer too much. But the glitter, the shimmer from these eyeshadows does stick to this like matte black packaging, and it gets a little worn a little bit. You can see right there is a spot where it's gotten a little worn from something else touching it. I don't really care about packaging though. I'm all about the shadows, the products itself. These are great products. You can see I use them. You get a lot for your money. This is great for taking around with you anywhere. If this is any kind of claim to what the Pro palette is like, I'd love to save up money and actually get a pro palette. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, of course, and I will see you next time. Bye!